letting everything kind of pass me by right now and just waiting for possibly CYCC to go on a nice rip. And we are starting to move, guys. We are starting to move a little bit right here on CYCC. So make sure you guys are on high alert on this play right now, CYCC. And guys, we just broke CYCC, now starting to break right now. So we have CYCC going on a nice break. Look at this stock run, guys. Big stock, baby. Look at this thing run right here on CYCC. This is what I'm talking about. In and out on the day. Boom, baby. Nice big rip, CYCC. Waiting for that nice big play. And that is exactly what I want, guys. Make sure you guys are locking in some profits. I just locked in $2,000. $2,000, guys, in about 10 seconds on CYCC. And that is what I love to see on that play right here, all from the $6 breakout. And we were ready for it. There's a huge spread at the moment, guys, but a lot of activity coming in on CYCC right now. All from that $6 breakout right there at the moment. That was about a 10-second play for myself at the break of $6. And that's where the stock just went on a huge rip right up towards that top, all the way up around 687. And we could definitely see that stock, continue to move on up. Guys, start locking in, a lot of profit. Start locking in, that profit on that $6 break right there. So again, $6 break all the way up towards 658 right now, 675. I clap my hands, and we are back, guys. Happy Monday, guys. Watch the $7 break possibly coming on up, but we definitely have a lot of potential for these stocks to continue to move on some nice rips right here. Be smart, though. 2 long upper shadows, guys. 2 long upper shadows. Make sure you guys are being smart right here, and that is all about being a stock sniper. So as you guys could see, actually CYCC starting to come up towards around $7. We'll see if we get a possible $7 break. I am out, guys. I am out on CYCC, but here is $7 right here, and you guys can see right here, CYCC. Look at the break, guys. Look at this thing continuing to break out. See, this is me personally, CYCC, $1,900 on the day, 2,500 shares, and that is beautiful. Keep it up, guys. I love it. It's so happy for everyone who's making in some nice money right now, all from that $6 break, all from this beautiful bounce play, and this is what a stock sniping is all about, guys. Be a stock sniper. Wait for your pick. $1,900 within the first 10 seconds basically of the stock even ripping. It is a beautiful world, and we are just enjoying life. Ow! What do we have right now? First thing first I want to go over is obviously the play that everyone was talking about this morning, the play that I got into, the play that a lot of you guys got into as well, and then also the play that some of you guys missed because of the jump that it had, which is understandable, which I want to go over. That play, guys, was CYCC. Now, CYCC, this was a stock I talked about right at the start of the day today. I actually sent it out in the morning newsletter as well. Once we did live commentary, it was the first or second stock I talked about. And this was because of the pure fact I love the chart pattern on CYCC. I absolutely love the chart pattern. I also want to just bring up what I wrote about it in the morning newsletter today, which, again, all you guys have. Every single one of you guys should be receiving the morning newsletter. This is basically the morning newsletter right here. Chart setup. What do we have here? CYCC. High alert today as this past breakout supernova is looking for its bounce play today. Watch for the possible $6 break today and for activity to come back to this 2 million in float stock. All supernovas have bounce plays eventually. If CYCC does not bounce today, keep it on your watch list, for a future breakout. But here it is right here, CYCC. We have our press releases. We have our chart setups. CYCC, high alert play, definitely one I want you guys to focus on today. And as you guys could see, this was a play that was the number 2 stock voted for in our morning poll as well, which I absolutely love. Again, I always do the morning poll because I always want to see which stock you guys are voting for. And what we have here is CYCC came in second, because right now, guys, we have like just underneath 500 traders in our chat room, which is unbelievable, and I'm very grateful for you guys to be trading with us. But at the same time, doing that, that morning poll and to see where, out of 500 people, where is the most hype, or where you guys are going to be looking at the most, that definitely helps us a lot, because that is basically like showing a smaller version of the mob. And again, I talk about the mob a lot, guys. If you guys are new, go to You versus the Market in the video library and watch the video. I talk about the mob, and I talk about a lot of psychological play, guys, about understanding where other people are going to buy and sell, because stocks don't move on their own. People buy stocks, people sell stocks, and that's what makes it go up and down. They're not living creatures. So if you can understand where the majority of traders are going to buy and sell, that is where you guys will be able to predict the market. And so if you can understand other people and understand where they're going to want to buy, where they are going to want to sell, then you will be able to predict the market on a very easy level. So that's what I really always want you guys focusing on. And that is extremely important, that you guys get to that psychological aspect, that you guys say to yourself, hey, you know what, I understand where the mob's going to be buying. And when I say the mob, guys, basically what I say is like the majority of people. Imagine, penny stocks is basically the few people that know what's going on, and then there's that big mob of people that have no idea what's going on, and they're just going to buy wherever the hype goes. So if you get in before the hype, that is where the big time rip is going to be, at. So I was saying to myself, where's the mob going to be? Where's the mob going to be? Where is the activity going to move into? So basically, again, what I want to teach you guys is how to be, not in the mob. I don't want you guys to get into stocks late and be part of the mob. I want you guys to be in the stocks first, with myself, and, show you guys this, and then let the mob, push all our profits up as they move in. And so CYCC, I got home again last night pretty late, and I was like, okay, well, tomorrow is Money Monday. I'm back. I missed, of course, Friday of trading, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I got to get a good day underneath my belt right here. So I looked through a couple plays, and again, what were we looking at last week? Well, last week again, what did we see? So we had HTGM, breakout supernova. We also had a nice little rip on a Wednesday. We've been having CBIO, breakout supernova. We had GBR, breakout supernova. So I was looking at a lot of these breakout supernovas, and I was saying to myself right away, hey, CYCC, that was the most recent breakout supernova, and we still have not had a bounce play yet. And a lot of people talked about this to me on Wednesday or Thursday before I left, and they said, hey, CYCC, what do I think? And I'm saying, hey, bounce play. Because every single one, guys, every breakout supernova will get a bounce play to it. You could see ETRM, comes back on up, comes back right on down, right at its old resistance. Old resistance holds up as new support. That's where the stock bounces from $6 all the way up towards around $10. It even comes back down again to $6, bounces all the way up towards $9. You're going to look at PULM. PULM right here, right when I kind of clear a little bit of this out. PULM, nice big rip. Where does it come? It comes and bounces right at, this mid-candle breakout pattern, right at old consolidation. Right at old consolidation, when the stock falls, that's where the stock gets a nice big rip back on up. Even on CBIO on Wednesday of last week, CBIO on Wednesday, right at this orange line, the stock was falling. Doji Star indicates trend reversal. We had the buy alert at $8. Remember that, guys? We had the 801 buy alert. Remember that 801 buy alert? It ran all the way up towards 917. That was because of this mark right here. I saw last time that the stock was falling, bounced off $8, and then we went on a nice rip all the way up towards $20. Then the stock, went on a nice rip, came all the way back on down. Right when it hit $8 again, that's when we had the buy alert. This long upper shadow ran all the way up towards around that 920-ish mark, which was absolutely awesome. CBIO did start getting a little bit of hype towards it, but my favorite play of the day was CYCC, and that's what I've talked about from the start. Now, let's break down this pattern, guys. Let's talk about what the heck was going on here and why I got into the play, at the areas I did. So, what we have here, CYCC, not too much is going on in pre-market, to be quite honest. The stock closed at around 590 and really didn't do too much. It actually fell a little bit. But what I noticed, guys, was CYCC is a past chart supernova breakout. Now, why does that matter? Because when we have a past chart rip, we're going to be getting a very nice bounce play towards it, guys. And that is something you always have to remember. Every supernova is going to have a strong bounce play behind it. So if we can find where that bounce play is going to be, that is where we're going to be able to predict the market. Now, where are these bounce places going to be? Look at past chart history pattern and say to yourself, okay, where has the stock got held up in the past, or where has the stock has bounced in the past? Obviously, there's nothing above here, so there's nothing that's been bouncing off here. So where has the stock been getting held up at the past? Well, right here, it got held up at, if we look right here, we could see it got held up right around that, 575 mark. Here's like $6. Here's like, here's actually 575. Here's around 625. Here's around $6 exactly. Here's around 575 right here. So you could see the stock actually opened up this morning. CYCC opened up at 580. So you guys heard I said a lot of probably 575s and a few $6, maybe like 1 610. So putting a line right across the board right here, it's very simple to see where the stock came down to. Also, on Thursday, the stock came right down to 575, and we had a strong, bounce right back on up towards around 617. Then on Friday, we had a red day. Then today, I'm saying to myself, you know what? CYCC, what is so great about this play? Past breakout supernova. It only has, I think, 2 million in float. And again, guys, I'll check them on that exactly. So CYCC, just looking at over on yahoofinance.com. Look at statistics, and what do we have here? We have float 2.6 million. So if you guys want to see this right here, float 2.6 million. Right here, that is a very low float. Anything under 10 million can go on some massive rips. So seeing a low float stock bouncing off support after a breakout supernova, you can definitely say to yourself, hey, you know what? This stock is going to be ripping. And that's exactly what I thought. And now a lot of traders are saying, why the break of $6? Well, let's just put a resistance line at $6. Not only do we have, $6 resistance from, the past chart history pattern, but look on Friday. On Friday, guys, we touched $6 once, touched it twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It really, established itself as a strong resistance line. And what happens when we break resistance? Now, when we break resistance, guys, we are going to be going on nice rips. Resistance are like walls, guys, on brick walls. When you have one person running into a brick wall over and over again, they just look crazy. And you know what? Eventually, they're going to give up and they're going to walk away. And that's exactly what happens when you come up to 725. When you get up to 725 after a massive rip, 725 is a natural resistance line, mark again. Every 25 cents in the market, guys, is a natural resistance line. So 725, 25, we have $1, 125, 150, 175, $2, 225, 250, 275, $3, 325, all the way up to 725. And basically 725, that brick wall held up. Volume it started getting weaker. Then people are like, oh, I don't want to keep running into that brick wall. I don't want to keep running into that brick wall until everyone, gave up on it. But right here, we had the nice big, push. And what happens when we break through our brick wall? Everyone's going to run through it. Right when people start seeing the fact that we can break through it, that's when everyone gets excited. And that's when these giant, massive volume pushes come on through. So what it was going on here, again, we opened up right around that 580 mark. There were a few other plays that were getting some nice activity, but they weren't my favorite, and that's why I was really sitting off on every play until CYCC. So we had a little bit of a jump up to 587, came back to 579. Then it came up to 585, and I'm like, all right, we're starting to build in these 580s. Then back up to the 588 mark, and this is when I'm saying, hey guys, start getting prepared. CYCC start moving on up. Then I see this strong push all the way up to 595. This is more about being, experienced in the market. This is more about being more experienced in the market, guys. But CYCC, again, I saw this strong push, and right when I saw this green candle, guys, I knew it was going to break. Just because I saw, look how much buying volume is coming on a 2 million in float stock on a past chart supernova. And again, why do I keep saying that? Past chart supernova. Why is that important? Because of the plain fact that's going to get traders excited. When traders see that this stock has spiked, only a week ago, traders are going to say, hey, volume is still here. This thing could possibly go all the way from $6 all the way back up to $6.10, or all the way up to $10. So the reason that it's is that this stock could still go on a very nice rip is because last week the stock went from $4 all the way up to $11. Volume is still here, and it gets traders very, very excited still. So this, the plain fact is we broke through $6, and I saw this green candle coming on up, and that's where immediately I was just saying to myself, hey, I know this is going to break.